Hey everybody, my name is Steve Moore. I'm the owner of this beautiful brick and mortar store behind me called Run More, located in Westminster, Maryland. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new Altra Rivera, which should be coming out February 1st-ish. This is a mid-cushion neutral shoe from Altra. We're going to be seeing a couple lineup changes coming through in 2021, and this is going to be an important shoe for Altra because we are going to be cutting a few lines. I'm saying we. Altra is going to be cutting a few lines, and this is going to take the place of one. So if you have been an Altra fan for some time, you have been a big fan of the Torin. The Torin has been one of the staples of the Altra shoe, and somewhat confusing, I think, that they've always had a Torin, and then they had a Torin plush, and they had a Torin knit. We had all these different versions of the Torin, so we're going to be seeing a big change for that in 2021, and that is where the Rivera steps in. So if you have been following this Torin for a while, you have known that the Torin 4 didn't really have an update last year. We had a big exciting change to the Torin plush, but our friend the Torin stayed the same. That is because as the Torin as we know it is going to be going away. So the Rivera is going to sort of step in and be somewhat of a shoe that's going to kind of bridge that gap. We're still going to have the Torin plush, which is going to change names a little bit as well, but that's for another video down the road. So in the meantime, we've got the Rivera. And to kind of put this in perspective of where this falls in the Altra family, if we were going to take our friend the Torin and we were going to take our friend the Escalante and put them together, pow, we've got the Rivera. So it has a Ego midsole, which we've had in our Escalante. We've got this nice, bouncy, responsive, charged energy midsole into it. Plus we've got the cushion that we're used to in our Torin. So that's sort of the blending of the two. This shoe has always been more of your everyday trainer cushion shoe with a more traditional stack height and give you some protection out there on the road if you're doing some longer miles, some mid-cushion miles. It's a great shoe for that. The Escalante, while some people would use this for longer miles and everyday miles, I personally like it much more if I was going to go out, maybe do something a little bit faster or just something fun and bouncy. I really like the Escalante. And you can see it does have a little bit lower of a stack height and profile where we were from the Torin. So now as we sort of merge those shoes, we've got sort of the best of both worlds with the Rivera. We've got a 26mm stack height, the same as our Torin, with our fun, exciting, bouncy Ego midsole. And it's light. You know, when you kind of look at the Torin, you can kind of tell it's a little bit heavier, and this shoe is lighter, and you can feel it across the entire shoe. The upper on this is way airy and breathable, which was really one of the big things that you've shaved a lot of weight on this shoe. This shoe had like a double mesh feeling to the top of it. That was really nice, but it did add a little bit of weight to it. This being springy, lighty, airy, even though it's still got the same stack height, is much different. So this coming on the men's side is 9.0 ounces. On the women, it's 7.3 ounces. So it's a good bit lighter, and that's on a size 10.5. That's a good bit lighter than we've been on a 10.5 in the Torin, and even lighter than we've been on an Escalante. So we've made it lighter, but we're still giving it that same fun feeling that we've had in the Escalante. So this shoe is going to be great for your everyday running. It's a mid-cushion neutral shoe. So again, we've got something that's a little bit higher in the cushion scale in the Torin plush, and we've got some stuff that's lower on the cushion scale, but this is going to be their everyday training shoe. At 130 bucks, you can do a lot of good fun stuff with this. So this is going to be what we're going to be seeing a lot of this year. As of now, this shoe is only going to be coming in one width. If you have been following Altra for some time, you know that they've got this nice, beautiful foot-shaped toe box. And really exciting in 2021 is we've seen the addition of widths in some of their shoes. So if you saw our last video on the new Lone Peak 5 that's coming out, that shoe is available in widths now. And we are going to see some other stuff down the road in Altra this year. Again, stay tuned for more exciting information on that. That will be available in widths, but this shoe is only going to be available in one width. So you can tell, though, it is nice and wide. It has more of a straight last feel to it, so if we're comparing it to against the Escalante, you can see that it does have a little bit more of a wider midfoot to this, a little more of a straight last feel to it, closer sort of in line to what you've been in with the Torin, with the same sort of feel on that guy. So we're getting ourselves a little bit more cushion, a little bit more protection from the Escalante, but sort of a similar fit to our Torin that we've been here. So I'm showing you a couple colors here. These are our women's colors over here, and these are a couple of the men's colors over here. But some of the questions we get a lot on our Altra videos, of course, is sort of how it fits compared to other Altra stuff. Sizing sometimes, especially in years past and in a bygone era, has been a little bit wonky with some of the Altra shoes. This shoe felt great to me. I walked around with a Torin 4 on one foot and a Rivera on the other foot, and the sizing felt really good to me. I had no issues as far as width on it, and the length felt identical between the two. So if whatever your sort of sizing comfort level was on a Torin, you should feel pretty fine going into Rivera on that as well. We get a lot of questions on the heel cup, so I wanted to show you a really good, best indication I can on the heel cup on this. This fun, exciting orange color, by the way, this is a fall 2021 color. So I know this is really exciting when you see a color that's not up here and online. Just know you can get this later in the year, but I wanted to try to use this color because it's really bright and easy to see the difference in the heel cups. So if you can see looking at the Torin that this is sort of like almost like a flatter, sort of a more of a rounded heel cup to it, where this is more like a V shape that's going to sit around your Achilles, and it's not nearly as padded as we've been in the Torin or the Torin Plush or anything else in that market. But it also still is to me a little more, I'm struggling holding shoes today, a little more heel cup to it than we've been in your Escalante as well. So just if you were curious about the heel cup difference, boom, Escalante, Rivera, Rivera, Torin. Good? Any questions on that, feel free to leave below. I know we get a lot of heel cup questions on it. So again, the new Rivera, exciting, coming out February. It's $130. You can get it on our website. It's going to be available in a couple colors. Again, here's a couple of women's, a couple of the men's, and there'll be a couple other ones that are out there. Available in just one width. It's going to be your everyday cushion trainer shoe. It's a great marriage between the Escalante and the Torin. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below. And thank you so much for all the likes and subscribes. We're going to keep growing this channel throughout the year, and we have a lot of great videos from all of our great brands that we represent coming soon. So thank you so much, and be safe out there.